double tummy. There is going to be fresh orange. Woo! I'm supposed to catch that. I'm so sorry.
I would come and visit him in prison.
So this week,
I would visit him. I would take time out of my schedule.
every week, so I'm back again. I just wanted to continue our little...
Just telling you about life on the outside.
Okay, let me just juggle. Can I try? Let me step away. Yeah. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper, heavy D up in the... Hey!
Game recognizes game.
Welcome to the show where good drinks meet even better conversations.
We're mixing up more than just drinks.
From sharing life's joys and journeys
To stirring up some real talk.
we're diving into the heart of the matter.
And always having fun along the way.
Welcome to Mixing It Up.
Welcome to Mixing It Up. I'm Julie.
I'm Lily.
Welcome here. Today we're going to be making another cocktail which has many different liquors. That's
Many
American
different
word.
flavors.
Sorry.
I like to think of it as flavor.
Many different flavors,
Yes.
different alcohol.
Flavor profiles.
That's the one. You make it sound all fancy, but yes.
We're fancy people.
We are indeed.
I mean,
We
I'm
are
speaking for
indeed.
myself. I'm a fancy person.
You are.
Yes.
We are.
Give me a linen napkin over a serviette
Any day.
any day. Yes.
And we're going to be using, is it the black one
Yeah, we're
today?
doing Johnnie Walker Black.
We're doing
today.
Johnnie Walker
I like
Black.
him.
Yeah.
So today's recipe actually comes from a listener viewer's request.
Ooh.
I know, I feel so special because we have listeners who write to us. And they requested a low sugar, lower calorie cocktail. Which I thought that was fair.
Yep.
We've done some with a lot of like sugar syrup. Like last episode, we had that strawberry sugar syrup, which was, I thought, not too sweet, but they wanted something light. Had calories.
Because the sugar, simple
Exactly.
sugar. Simple syrup?
Exactly. And then remember the one where we did with the butter and the honey, and we basically made bread, the bread cocktail.
And there was a layer of grease.
It really was a layer of
But it was
fat.
delicious.
It was yummy going down, but it did make you wonder if like it was sitting here the rest of the week.
Hot.
Yeah. So I appreciated this feedback that they would like a lighter cocktail.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing today. Even though we have many flavor profiles, the caloric intake is a little bit lower, and our only sweetener is going to be fresh orange. Ooh, I'm supposed to catch that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to see it coming because I was doing. I can't throw it. Sorry. I got it.
No, just roll it across.
This is no fun. Can I show you? I know how to juggle. Let me show you. I know how to juggle. Yes.
Don't hit me again. That's a weapon.
I know, that actually did. I heard the thud.
Did you hear it on my collarbone?
I'm so sorry.
I need insurance.
It's gonna look so bad on tape. Okay, let me just juggle. Look. Can I try? Let me step away. Yeah. The way your whole body feels. Okay. All right. So before we contaminate our fruits, which one fell? Let's say it was this one. The only sweetness is going to be our orange. Yes, you're right. It's got skin. That's all that matters. Okay. So let's bring our shaker over. Oh my gosh. Here we go. This is going to be a lawsuit. Like the first mixing it up lawsuit from our inside. It's an inside job. All right. So fill that up with ice, Julie, because we're not going to put ice in our beautiful glasses. We're going to do it all in our shaker. And it's going to be a quick cocktail. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
Okay.
Maybe while you're doing that, I will go ahead and prepare our Johnnie Walker Black because we have prepared our other things.
Okay.
So this is also light on the whiskey. Everything is pretty much 1 ounce, but it's going to go for 2 people. So this is a light one. What's that?
Do you want a lot of ice?
Just we like it cold. Well, that's perfect.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be 1 1/4. It's supposed to be 45 ml. 1 1/4 ounces, but 45 ml.
Yeah.
No, 45 ml is actually 1 1/2. So gosh, have that. But anyway, so this is a double.
Yes.
This is 60 ml. So we'll just do
One
a double of the. And I never did it for the whiskey.
Yeah, that's my job.
I know you're the whiskey girl, but not today, madame. She is walking, and she is me.
There you go.
All right.
So put the lid back on there.
Look at you. You're like, this is what we do. You put the lid back on.
And then we put it back next to me.
Ooh, territorial. Okay, then we're going to put 1 ounce, 30 ml of Campari. Do you know Campari?
What's that?
Have you had an apparel spritz?
I don't like that.
Some people don't like it. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit bitter. So this has, I don't think this has the bitterness that apparel has, but it's not sweet.
Is that what you would use to make a martini?
No, that's our next ingredient, which you'll see. But you can smell a bit of a sweetness there.
Yeah.
So I think this is a bit more than an ounce.
So I put one of this?
30 ml. Yes. Look, do half of it. Let me just see, because I think that might be more than, you did it so fast.
There you go.
Okay, well, I think we stop there because we want the flavors to be balanced.
Yep.
There's a lot of personalities, as you said, but we want to be balanced. And then this is, again, now 30 ml basically of vermouth. Vermouth is what you use to make martinis, but this is sweet vermouth. Vermouth. Yes, vermouth. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, you sure? Nice one. You just want everyone to see your nails.
Yeah.
Can we see that again? Can we do it in slow-mo? Just nice. Okay.
Yep.
And look, we're almost done. And then 1 orange, we're gonna just squeeze it in there. Can I do this part?
Please.
I feel like your lane is the liquor lane and my lane is the fruit squeezing lane.
Because when you do this, then,
Right, because apparently you think this is, wow. Pole.
Juicy.
Juicy. Oh my goodness. You know where you are.
No, I'm thinking of Biggie.
That's the Biggie song.
Which part of the song?
Where you are.
Where you are.
Okay, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Salt and pepper, heavy D up in the...
Hey! We are so, listen, don't tell us we don't got it. We got it.
I'll tell you.
We got it and then some. Okay, so I think we should do both sides.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm a little worried about how sweet this will be. But if you are trying to avoid, did you see that?
I did.
Everything today is spraying. Okay. If you are trying to avoid sugar.
How do you have to teach me?
Can it be taught? Maybe you're born with it. You know what I'm saying? You said you have weak wrists. I think it just might be that I'm swaggy. Look at this. So if you're avoiding sugar, reduce the orange and reduce the vermouth. There you go. If I start it, you can finish. Wow. Look at you. Now we have orange juice.
There we go.
It's no longer a cocktail. This is just juice. Okay, let's slide that over.
This over.
And I'm going to get a wipe for our table. Can you start shaking that up? That'd be great. While I clean up our mess. Usually we debrief our week while we make our cocktail, but we haven't even had time.
So quick.
Yeah, so quick.
We're done. We'll have to use it for conversation.
Exactly.
I'll tell you about my
While
week.
you shake a little bit, I'm going to make us a garnish. Even though this fell, I feel like it's, can we use this?
Yeah.
Please. No. Cannot. Not in my world. Maybe in your less fancy world, we can do it. But in my world, I want a juicy new.
In my world, I'm
orange.
battered and I've got a lawsuit pending.
Please, then let me do whatever you want. Whatever you want. I always like to garnish before we pour.
Yeah.
Because I feel like no matter what it tastes like, we're going to look good. You know what I'm saying? You know how some days you don't feel good, but you look good. That's what the MO is here. All right. Look how pretty that
looks beautiful.
Looks beautiful. You should just do this on a glass of water just because you can.
What's in the bottle?
Oh, we're going to top it with some soda water.
Okay.
That's it. So simple. Campari, vermouth, our beautiful whiskey.
Yep.
That's it. I'm going to put our recipe away.
Can I pour?
Taking up space. Yeah, go for it. Oh, do you want to taste it first?
No.
Okay. We're living on the edge
We're
today.
living on the edge.
All right, go for it.
Gosh, it's so cold. Ooh.
I don't know how to help you.
Okay.
I think you can do it. Ooh, pretty.
Colour.
Every time, me and you and our color, we
tell
appreciate a nice bright cocktail. What I think we should do is taste it before we add the soda water. Because we might say, oh, it's kind of a nice balance. We don't need much. Or we might say, oh, let's cut it with more. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because this you can't really undo.
True.
Except by adding lots of other things. So let's taste it. Let's just taste it with the spoon, Julie.
Okay.
Our spoon, yeah. But instead of sipping on it, because I like to do the cheers and everything at the end. I'm hopeful. It looks good. Oh, you did so small. Oh, no, you taste good. I'm so nervous.
Nice.
Oh, great. Do we add soda water or we leave it?
You're not going to taste, are you?
No, I'm going to trust you. You've never steered me wrong.
No, you can add soda water.
Okay.
A little bit. Not too much. Because that's
Coming
quite bitter. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to add it to mine.
Here we go.
All right, my darling. Quick, easy, fresh. Cheers. See how this is.
Do you like it?
So, it does have that Campari does have that tinge of bitter in the back,
Yeah.
pepper.
Yeah. I think instead of soda water, I'd put tonic.
Yeah, I think tonic would be nice.
Sweeter.
But then this is why this is a nice low-calorie option, because you can do soda water if you want, or do tonic sugar-free.
Yeah, very true.
But you know what I appreciate about this is actually the bitterness of that Campari with the smooth whiskey. It is a beautiful finish. Campari by itself is impossible.
Yeah.
But with the whiskey, with a bit of the fresh
and low calorie,
orange,
that's what matters.
It doesn't look low calorie though.
Especially at this time of year when we're going into the festive season.
You gotta make some choices.
You've got to make some serious choices. Am I going to eat a lot? But yet drink no calories.
Right, exactly. And
this is the way to do it.
A lot of people don't want to drink their calories, right? So this maybe is a good option. We should find out. Maybe we'll put it in the comments. What the calories are for this drink, so that you can have it. Because we did look up a low-calorie recipe, but I don't remember how many this was compared to a Moscow meal, for example, or something like that.
Or the cake one that you made.
Or the cake, the cake, bread, carb, whiskey cocktail.
Yeah, that was probably 1,000 calories.
Seriously.
1,000 calories.
That's beautiful, tasty, fresh. I like it.
Cheers again.
Reminds me of us.
You look gorgeous. That color on you.
Well, as the kids say, takes one to know one.
Thank you.
What's it like? Recommends like? Recognizes, no, what is that saying?
I've got no clue.
Yeah, something recognizes something. Game recognizes game. Guys, help me, somebody.
Game recognizes game.
Boom. That's what it is.
Boom. Boom. But you look.
Sometimes we need a little help here on this show.
I know, but they're upset. They're just looking at us.
I know. They're just like, we don't even know what happens over there once they sit down.
What's she going to say?
I think everybody's holding their breath, like, please don't let them say, as in the last episode, we a little overshared.
We did.
A little bit. Okay, let's not start. Please, let's not start.
That story was just hilarious.
Well,
you're just driving around Nairobi in your birthday suit.
In my birthday suit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, shawty, it's your birthday. Anyways, that story, though, last episode reminds me of the fact that I think, you and I, our friendship was kind of built on this honest, what do they call it, banter?
Yeah.
We've already told the story of how you used to be my therapist. And then one day I was folding laundry during the session. And you were like, what is happening?
Yeah.
We cannot be therapist, client. We just should be friends.
Yes.
So we always had a very honest relationship.
We have.
One thing I don't know about you as much that I'm curious to know, though. Because you're an open book, you're open-armed, and you're open-hearted.
Thank you.
Open book, open arms, open-hearted. I just feel like it should be something open, But I do wonder, do you have things that just irk you?
I've got so many.
Where a library of irks.
I start?
Well, start with whatever's on your mind, because I was just curious. I was like, Julie's kind of the go with the flow girl. You kind of are good with a lot. So I'm curious, what are your pet peeves? What are the things that get under your skin?
Somebody who sniffs.
Oh, that feels so personal.
That noise drives me insane. I can hear that noise from anywhere.
I was going to make a comment, but I won't. But okay.
In fact, there was a time I was traveling to the States.
Okay.
I boarded the flight.
So long flight.
Long flight. I take like the cheapest route. So it was
yes, you do. Through Turkey, passing Paris, through Dubai, onto the US.
And it's one of those, you got to collect your luggage and recheck it.
Every time. And there's no food. Maybe
food.
Some nuts.
Take a packed lunch. So I get to my seat. There is this one lady by the window and another one by the aisle. So they were now chatting like this.
Oh, you were in the middle?
I was in the middle seat. The ones where the seats
worst.
are another $40. I was like, no.
Julie, that is worth buying.
I will sit on the wing.
Absolutely
so now I was sat in the middle between these two girls. They were young. Younger than my daughter.
They didn't give up their seat for you?
Then now they did this thing where they were trying to talk.
Wait, are they traveling together?
They were traveling together.
Annoying.
So they were now trying to talk to each other over me. So I was like, no. I told them very clearly, we are not doing this on this flight.
I can see you so clearly. Exactly. You're sure your hands were like this, weren't they?
So they, at that point, they just put in the AirPods and the entire flight, they didn't talk to each other.
Thank you.
But just before we took off, the girl to my right started this. Every 30 seconds. So I said,
she has allergies. She has allergies.
I said, no. We're not doing that either. So I went into my bag. I took out a tissue.
No,
I
Julie.
said, blow your nose.
No, you didn't.
And she said to me, no, it's okay. And I think what she did is that she, if you sniff it far back enough, you swallow.
Please, this is mixing it up, not swallow it back. Please, Julie.
swallowed her snot.
Oh,
It was, and I said, I didn't care because for the whole flight, there was no noise and there was no conversation. It was brilliant.
But she never took your tissue?
She didn't.
Trust me, those people are still talking about you. They're like, you remember that black lady that sat next to her? You told me to blow my nose, and I don't want to blow my nose. And then she said we couldn't talk to each other. They're still talking about you.
Good.
Trust.
It's good.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're like, if I was sitting in this middle seat,
impactful.
I fear you now in a different way than I have ever feared you before.
Yeah, so those are one of my pet peeves. I've got many others.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, can you give us one that's a little less aggressive? Because I feel like sniffing is just a public, you just do it. What do you, my kids all have allergies. So they're sniffers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picking your nose.
Oh, that's everybody's pet peeve. And if it's not, it should be. Because this whole thing, you know, the thing that bothers me, but okay, and this is the last thing we're talking about, bodily things.
Okay, no, I've got too many.
No.
Burping, farting, biting nails.
Yeah. This is a dignified show. This is a dignified show.
All of those actions.
But let me tell you, the picking the nose is only bested by the people who halfway pick. The ones like where they just rub. Like they want to get in, but they don't want to put the finger in.
Yeah.
But then you're just forced to engage with them in this moment. They're talking to you. So that's why they're not going full in. But you're forced to maintain eye contact while they rub the outer rings of their nostrils.
Even worse though, Lily. The ones who go in whilst they're talking to you.
Yeah, I don't mean
they're like, yeah. And it sort of stays there for a second, then it goes round. And you know, hair. Let me tell you. And then they take it out and they do this.
No, Julie. Okay.
So everyone watches. You watch where it lands.
Somebody save me from this show.
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you my pet peeve now?
Okay.
And I'm going to make one up just so we can stop talking about your pet peeve. Actually, this is a real one. It's kind of sad one. It's a new pet peeve.
Okay.
I've already talked to, so this year has been your year of
celebrations, holidays,
travel,
birthday,
right?
jubilee,
This has been my year of burdensome tasks, including moving. During which time, so my pet peeve is not moving. However, all the stuff that comes with it, namely selling your stuff or getting rid of it. Mm-hmm. So giving away, no problem. I think anywhere in the world, when you say I have this for free, whether it's broken or in perfect condition, you'll find someone to take it.
Yeah.
We did a lot of giving away. We did a lot of donating.
Didn't bring anything my way.
Whoa, I felt that right here. Well, what we had was a lot of education books, a lot of children. Like I gave a lot of like puberty books away to friends who have younger kids, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids' clothes. That was not, if it was anything in your realm,
You
I
would have thought of me.
away.
I know
Yes.
you got me.
It was not great stuff. It was just whatever stuff. But I decided, okay, we had a piece of exercise equipment that I thought was in our bedroom. Our next place is smaller. We don't have room for it. And I wanted to sell it. I put it on all the WhatsApp groups and Facebook things that I know, people I know. Nobody was buying it. So then I put it on Facebook to like Nairobi moving sale or whatever, right? One of these big groups. And those groups are full of scammers. And I know this because I've gone to buy stuff.
My God.
And people tell you to give a deposit and I never do, okay? So I know I am a conscious buyer, Julie.
Wow.
I put it on there, didn't move. Then after a while, I got an interest and I had said DM me. So people were DMing me. This guy DM'd me and he said, can I look at it? And I was like, sure, I can send you pictures. He's like, yeah, just send pictures. So I sent him pictures more. Mm-hmm. Then he's like, yeah, I want to take it. He's like, I'm a reseller, so I'm buying it for a client. I was like, cool, no problem. He's like, can I come and get it? I was like, no. Could I reserve it? I said, no, you need to pay the deposit if you want to reserve it.
Yes.
And then he's like, okay, I'll just come on Monday. So this thing was not selling. So I was like, fine, but no one else was coming. So I messaged him like, listen, do you want this thing or not? He's like, yeah, I do want it. And I was like, he's like, let me talk to my client. So he's like, okay, they want it. Let me send the deposit. Send the deposit. I was like, cool.
Can you say how much to put
Yes, I can. So it was an elliptical.
Which is?
The one that's like you're running but in place.
The stair one.
Yeah, kind of like a stair one.
Okay.
We got it at Nairobi Sports House many years ago. Mm-hmm. Currently at Nairobi Sports House, they're like 100K. I was selling this one for like 50. Half. Perfect condition. So this guy's like, okay, pays the deposit. Cool.
Deposit was how much?
Half.
Oh, 25.
25. Mm-hmm. So then he messages me. He's like, look, can you send me, I'm a reseller. Sorry, I actually got this detail wrong because I've sold a lot of stuff. He paid for the whole thing.
He gave you 50K.
He gave me 50K. The actual amount was actually 30K, I'm remembering, but he sent 50. And he said, oh, there was a mistake. My client sent the whole amount, including my fee,
yes,
which was 20 to you. So it was all 58. So it was sent to my bank account. I saw the text come in from my bank and it said, X 50K has been deposited in your account.
Lilly.
Julie. So I was like, great. So he was like,
my
okay, so I'm
God.
going to send someone to pick it up. I was like, cool. He's like, can you send me like 2 or 3K so I can arrange the transport for it? And I was like, I will. Yeah, I can send it to you, whatever. Because again, I owe him his
20,000.
30 is mine, 20 is his. He's like, send me 2 or 3 of that
his
20 for now until I collect it.
Can you imagine?
I sent it to him. I was like, I don't want a brother to struggle. He's trying to make a living. He's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Nairobi's not for the
Tupac was in my ear.
faint-hearted.
It is not.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
Nairobi took me to a new place I didn't want to go with this incident. So I sent him money.
You sent him now your money.
I sent him now my good money. As someone comes, they collect the item. And Matatu kind of situation comes, they collect the item, they take it. The guy messages me about an hour later. He's like, okay, the money has come through. We've collected. Can you send me now the balance? So he's taken the equipment. Now the balance is what for him? Like 15 or what? 18.
18K.
So I sent him 18K. Come Monday, my bank writes to me, this check the withdrawal has been withdrawn. And I said, what check? You talking about friends? What check is this? Because I received cash in my bank account.
Oh.
I went back to that message and I missed that it said 50,000 CHQ has been deposited, a 50,000 check, not cash. I missed that CHQ.
How did you not see
This
that?
brother had withdrawn the cash. So now he has the cash from me, the 20K that I've sent him, and my equipment, and I have nothing. No money and no equipment. Can you imagine?
Are we allowed to swear on this show?
You can swear with me, but I swear a lot for all of us. Because I was like, I just went on. And I went to the police. I filed a report, everything.
The police were having
chuckling.
they were having
They're like, Madame. And they started asking me questions. I got so annoyed with the police. I stopped asking me follow-up questions.
because they're like, I really need to understand how.
Because I even asked the police, what happens if you find them? He's like, well, it goes 2 years in prison. I was like, oh, just get my things back and my money. He doesn't have to go to prison. And they definitely looked at me like, that's not
I would come and visit him in prison.
So this week,
I would visit him. I would take time out of my schedule.
every week, like, so I'm back again. I just wanted to continue our little...
Just telling you about life on the outside.
Funny. I'm so glad I know this about you now.
Vindictive.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I'm vindictive in weird ways. So that never crossed my mind. But somebody was very mean to my niece, one of her friends.
Yeah.
Made her cry. And then at the school, there was a garage sale and I was selling all my crap, literally crap. And the little girl who was mean to her came to buy something. I had given everybody else, all the little friends, something free. And I was like, that's 1,000 shillings. And she's like, really? I was like, my M-Pesa is yours. And I sure did. I made that little 9-year-old girl pay for that thing, 1,000 shillings. And you know what? She had a phone and M-Pesa. So I didn't feel, she was not 9, she's 13.
See?
My niece, but someone was mean to her, this girl. And not even mean. They're besties. They're besties and she cut her off. Like,
see, it takes you to a place of...
so I would do that for, like, this is children. I'm beefing with children. You're condemning people to hell. It's about the same level, actually.
It will be burning.
Because I was like, look at that girl. I was like, you're going to pay full price, madam. Yep.
Movie Scouts.
And she looked at me like, really? And I was like, 0787. So my pet peeve is Facebook groups and moving and selling stuff.
That pet peeve is you trusted somebody. And sometimes,
I tell you.
Sometimes in this here Nairobi, you cannot.
I like your voice changed. Your voice changed to like the motherly therapy sport. You're like, sometimes what happens is, Julie, can I tell you, it took me like days before I could talk about it to anybody.
I couldn't even tell anyone. I'm surprised you've told them how long. That would have taken that story to the grave.
Let me tell you, I might put the brother's name in the comments because I got his number. I have his name. I might put it in the comments. And let's see, Nairobi, let's help me find. His name is Kevin. That's his first name. I'll put the rest in the comments. Help me find him or find my stuff. I don't even want him. Give me back my stuff and my money. I just got so... And the thing is,
what happened? You rang the number?
Of course, it's dead. The line is dead. But I have his full name. I have the check, a picture of the check. I went to the bank.
That is useless.
I got a picture of the check. And I ran to the police. And I said, Mr. Policeman, this is my pet peeve. Help me.
I would be so vexed.
I'm so vexed. I like that word, vexed. I'm going to use that more this week.
Yeah, vexed.
I was extremely vexed.
I would have found him.
Extremely helpless in this situation.
Been
Nothing to be done. And you know, my husband was like, I'm sorry, honey. He just didn't know what to do because I was just beside myself. I just felt so God.
Yeah.
You know, when someone's come to your house, they've taken the things.
But even you, Lily.
Even me what?
How?
I know.
How do you trust somebody?
Because it came through the text, came through saying the money was
the
there.
worst time when you're moving.
You're too stressed, right? To
not
manage.
even stress. There are people whose full-time job is
to scam
just
people.
to scam.
Imagine. And my pet peeve is scamming, and other people are like, that's my full-time job. That's your full-time pet peeve, but it's my full-time job.
So the pet peeve is?
Facebook groups.
Facebook groups.
Period. I'm done. I'm done with that app.
Yeah.
Miss me, Facebook, because I'm out.
Facebook
Imagine it's not a must.
It's not a must. Gosh, it's freezing. I've got goosebumps.
Oh, I'm so glad you said the correct thing. Goosebumps. A lot of people say chicken skin.
What does that even mean?
It means goosebumps. My Rwandese friend says chicken skin.
How can you refer to yourself as a chicken skin?
I've got chicken skin because you get goosebumps.
That's not right.
But does goose, it's the same thing.
No.
The goosebumps is because the flesh of a goose, it's the same as a chicken. You know when you're de-skinning a chicken when it's raw?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's chicken skin, goosebumps, same thing.
But it's for different reasons. That one is dead and this one is cold.
No, baby girl. Goosebumps, the term came from a dead goose. People were filleted.
Goose.
What did you call it?
I hadn't made the connection.
Oh, goose. What were you calling it? What did you think goose was?
Don't worry.
I have to understand. What did you think the letters Goose together? What did you think that was?
Do you know, I hadn't made the connection.
You never thought about a day in your life.
No.
You just thought, it's just a phrase to talk about what happens when I get the chills or something.
That's it.
You're so cute. I cannot stand it. It's so charming and yet ridiculous that you never thought about what the letters Goose, which in other contexts you would read and say, do you want goose for Christmas? You'd be like, no, I don't want goose.
I didn't see the connection.
You know, it makes me
I'm
wonder
a
if
very
I should...
literal thinker.
Yeah, but I just feel
But
like
I
I need
didn't sort
to...
of think that there's some kind of other meaning behind it.
I feel like I need to spend some time with your kids and just see what you've taught them and just make sure they're good.
Well, you didn't give me any educational books, so maybe I should have had some of those ones that you
really
needed
needed them. You needed all the phonics books. You needed all the everything.
Is that really what it means?
Yes, my love. Because our skin now looks like goose skin or chicken skin because that's what it looks like when you have a raw poultry. What are those things called? Not poultry.
It is.
Yeah, poultry. Yeah.
Poultry. But thank you. I felt
Didn't know
schooled.
that's what we needed today. Did not know that's what was
So
needed.
my pet peeve is what?
My pet peeve is people don't know colloquialisms. And I don't know them that well either because of my multilingualism. I always mix things up. But that was shocking.
Yeah, I've learned. I had no clue.
Well, one of my pet peeves, what's the reverse of a pet peeve? An appreciation?
Yeah.
One of my appreciations is people who can say, oh, I didn't know, and now I've learned.
Yes. And there's no shame in my game.
None whatsoever. Oh, you do not walk, you do not believe in shame, which is a beautiful thing. You do not believe in shame. How is that possible as an African daughter?
I think if you just don't know something, you just say it.
True. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. No, I don't have that experience, actually, no.
No?
I fake it till I make it, 100%.
Really?
Do you not see the show that we make cocktails every 2 weeks? Faking it till I make it.
Where you wounded me and you threw
Indeed.
something
I'm
at my
sorry.
head
Do you
and
forgive me?
thankfully I turned.
Now that
It
I
kind
know
of-
you would be so brutal to Kevin, #exercise stealer, I need to be nicer to you because I see how you would get down with people who do you wrong.
Because I would light a match.
And worry about the consequences later. It's such an interesting combination of personality traits. Like worry about the consequences later / I don't believe in shame. It's an interesting combination. You're just you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
I think just
not-
being honest.
yeah.
Being honest, being authentic, and especially when it comes to pet peeves, telling people about it. Like those two young ladies on the plane.
Yeah.
Telling
but that's not even a pet. I mean, it's a pet peeve, that the sniffing part.
Yes.
But what's more true is that you are a person who believes in authenticity and that is a part of who you are, that you're just not going to. Me, I worry about people's feelings all day long.
Really?
I'm exhausted by the time I sleep. All day long, I have been managing people's feelings, worrying about it. Then I'm doubling back, being like, could she have thought this about that? Let me send a text. Let me do this. Then I anticipate
lot
for the
of
next
work.
thing. If I don't, yes, all the time. Because there are consequences if you
Such
don't.
as?
People get miffed
But
and
then
get hurt feelings. And those hurt feelings be showing up sometimes.
But then you've been able to tell them how you really feel, and that might be of great value in their life.
Yes, I'm not good at that. One of my biggest regrets in life is I had this very dear friend in college. We were like best friends. It was like a group of 3 of us. One of the 3 said to that other person, I can no longer be friends with you. Have I told you this story before?
Yeah.
And me, I could never say that because there were some challenges to the relationship. And I just ghosted her. At the end of college, I just never called her again. She thought she was going to be at my wedding. She never heard from me again.
I remember.
Yes. So that is how I handle
You just
confrontation.
ghost people and go silent.
Yeah.
But it's important to be honest.
Yes.
And to say something, even if it means, because you're not saying whatever it is that you're planning to say, or you do say to hurt their feelings. You're giving them valuable information, which they will then digest and use in their life in some way. It's a point of learning.
Okay, but let me ask you, with all your belief in honesty, haven't you had confrontations or tough moments with friends because they're like, ooh, that was not expected, or I don't know how to handle this information that you have given me? Hasn't that happened to you?
No.
People are just like, thanks, Julie, I appreciate that point of view.
But I would...
Lies. No.
I haven't really had
that. It's never caused an issue for you in your friendships.
No. Okay, the most recent one being, I think it was January this year, where a friend who I think I've even shared that here before, where she was a good friend of mine and we just kosanad.
Yeah.
And
kosana means you separated.
We argued.
Part way, argued.
Okay. Fought, argued. Argued,
means
fought.
the same.
Same thing.
Kind of like goose and chicken skin. Same. Yeah.
And I just shared with her that I'm done with this, and it's unfortunate that we've known each other for probably 30 years, but we need to deuces. We out.
Yeah.
And that was it. She probably had her feeling about it.
But you didn't worry about that because you were being... you were not being unkind. You were being truthful.
I was being truthful.
I appreciate that.
And you're bringing things to an end so that we can part ways and move on and have other fulfilling relationships.
Yeah. It's hard though. I don't know if it's my immigrant self. I don't know if it's a firstborn African daughter. I spent a lot of time thinking about other people's feelings and trying to manage and anticipate, which unfortunately looks like a lot of control issues at the end of the day, which is exhausting.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then maybe try it.
Try what?
Sort of have those moments where you say something to somebody whereby you imagine that they may be upset by it, but you still do it anyway.
Well, so I kind of do it in a joking way usually.
And then evaluate how you're feeling and the level of discomfort. And once you do it a couple of times, you create a new memory, a muscle memory. Yeah, a new muscle memory around it. And not in a way that's bullying or rude. Sure. It's respectful, but you're just being clear.
I will try that. I want to ask you your feedback though. So recently when we were on The Boys Live, hi Teddy, hi Martin, you came late, not on purpose.
Wow.
It was just, no. I want to ask you about how this went. You came late and then when you knew you were late, so you were communicating with us, you were letting us know. You weren't just ghosting us. You were just hit bad traffic and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when you came, I was still a little bit miffed because I was like, this is a professional working gig. You have a relationship that I don't have with Teddy. So I was like, this is my first impression. And I don't come late.
Ever.
I'm
really being somewhat.
No, but but then my expression to you of my frustration, I did it in a joking way. I didn't say to you, hey, Julie, this bothered me.
Which you could have done.
So that's what I'm curious about. So, but when I did it in a joking way, did you take it as, oh, she was serious? Or did you be like, she's just joking? You didn't hear it. So this is valuable to me because
now I'm hearing it because now you ain't smiling with me.
Oh, baby girl, I'm smiling
You're like,
inside. No. Hey, that's what the orange was about. Maybe what after it. No, but the reason I asked is because that is how I handle it usually. So I make a kind of a side out the side of my mouth.
In fact, you were
joke.
You were very jokey. In fact, you carried my bag because I was sweaty and I was even given something to drink.
I had drinks for you.
Yeah, you did.
Because I'm a professional. And I was like, no matter what happens, this gig is going to be fantastic. We're going to come in there. No. But I want to be honest with you. My thinking is we got to do this well.
Yeah.
And Julie's great. She's committed to something that I've asked her to commit to.
Yeah.
So all of that is also true. As much as I might also be annoyed. Yeah. We got to kill this event. And it went great. I thought it was fun. We had hilarious. A good time. We had great feedback. But I think more importantly for me that I'm hearing today is that if I deliver what I truly feel about things only in a joking way, people don't hear it.
Because I didn't hear that.
So it happens again. It could happen again. Not that would happen again because you were genuinely like, I'm so sorry. But in other situations where it matters, it could happen again. That is such a valuable insight.
And then you're carrying the frustration of that.
Exactly.
And
everywhere I go.
And I've got no idea.
And you're living your life.
Big life.
Thriving. Out there.
Yeah.
And me, I'm looking for Kevin.
I really didn't know.
I'm sad. Yeah. And,
But what I will say is I apologize.
You did. And I received it, right?
I re-apologize.
Yes.
And say sorry.
Now.
now.
Oh, this is the re-apology right
This
now.
is the re-apology.
It is not even needed.
No, it is needed.
Because at the time you were, I received. Thank you, Julie. Yeah. Thank you for that. And I appreciate it.
So I apologize for being late, Teddy and Martin as well.
That eye contact was very lingering. You're like,
but I apologize.
Well, I appreciate
and
that.
now I hear the complaint.
Yes.
I hear the peeve that you had around my lateness.
Around professional stuff. I think you can be late to social stuff because, listen, my time is valuable, but to work stuff. But genuinely, I knew that my husband is always telling me this. If someone's intent was not ill, don't think ill of it. Think the best of somebody. And I do try and practice that, which is why I was like, here's a drink. Let me get your back. Because you're my girl at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unlike Kevin.
Unlike Kevin.
Now I'm going. My fight is reinvigorated after this conversation.
That was ill intent.
That was intentionally. That's like, what is it called? That's the difference between like manslaughter
and man's rear and
whatever murder charges. It's like one is premeditated and one is not.
Actor's rear and men's rear.
But as always, you've taught me something. I really appreciate that. That if I do things also with inauthenticity, even if I'm the offended party, I'm the only one who's hurt by it.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that.
I did not know that to this extent.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't carry it after that day.
Yeah, but still.
But at that moment, I was definitely upset. Yeah. But that's okay. It was in the past.
Yes.
And I'm sure I've done things to upset you too, which I don't want to hear about right now because my feelings are always on the top of my heart and I'll feel it and I'll cry. So don't tell me anything.
I can't tell you anything.
No. I also want to keep these eyelashes on my eyes. And if I cry, they'll come. Do you have a list though somewhere?
Of course I do.
About me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We can go there.
This is taking a turn.
No, I'm joking.
Are you sure?
You're very pleasant. You're very pleasant. Very lovely soul and personality.
Pleasant is like the window seat. Like that's if you had gotten the window seat on that flight, you would have had a pleasant ride.
Yeah.
I don't want to be pleasant.
Amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Awesome. Can I say awesome?
You can say whatever you want, actually. But I will say, people, when you work together, when you take friendship and you bring it into a work setting, people are always like, ooh, don't do that. Yeah. But this has been truly joyful, having these. Has it been a year? Yeah, it's been a year. We'll do something special next month. It's been a year since our first episode together.
Imagine.
It's been truly special.
It has been.
Yeah. I would sit with you in the middle seat.
Would you?
I would. For a short flight to Malindi. I'm not going to America.
There's not even a middle seat on those flights.
But I will go to Malindi with you in the middle seat.
Because I remember how you shook somebody out of the middle seat going to Dubai. Remember?
Listen, I think she did it to herself. That's all I know.
You were like, I was just doing me. For that seat? That seat's not mine.
That's right.
It's got your name all over it.
Listen, we were on your 50th birthday trip. I was like, as long as the birthday girl is happy, I don't have to make anybody else happy.
By the window.
And you were happy.
I've got to see where I'm going.
Yeah. You co-flying the plane? You're the co-pilot looking out the window like, oh, you're going to miss something. Or there's a mountain coming. Oh my gosh. Your son is a pilot.
I know.
He has to deal with people like you. So just keep that in mind.
And Joel always tells me, stop telling me how to drive. I fly planes in the sky. Why are you complaining about me being on the road?
You see what God did? God is like, this woman has a bit of an issue with control. Let me send her a son who's a pilot. That will fix that up right quick.
Heightened blood pressure.
So this is where the chill Julie gets a little less chill. Yeah, which if your child is at 30,000 feet in the air,
it's enough to give you gray hairs.
Welcome, Karibu, to the other side. Join me in my journey. And on that, the cocktail glass is empty, so this show must be done.
Cheers, my friend.